I just wanted to see Kayla.
How could you, or did you not know the week before about your classes, or how could you not tell us? You were trying to run away from what are you doing?
I knew it at midnight.
Thank you, Elvis, for sticking around.
Always.
On me? I knew the schedule at midnight today.
You need a what?
I knew the schedule at midnight.
For your classes?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's
So
unfortunate.
You took this at midnight?
No, in the morning.
Okay.
Run away, run away, run away, run away. So I can't give you a drive today.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll just give a comment.
Yeah, no.
And Edie said that she wants you to make fun of her.
You want me to make fun of you?
Just loosen the
Back up the
tension.
thing, what?
Just loosen the tension.
Oh.
Because it's my first day. I'm kind of nervous.
I didn't normally get that request. Can you make fun of me, please? You are wearing black today. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Maybe it's still sunny.
The white polar bear says that's a travesty.
But it's cold.
Today?
She's like a black. Though I can't say that. That's awful. I was gonna say she's like a Black
right.
Panther, but no, wait, that's no, Kayla. No. That's not appropriate.
Kind of.
Cheetah. You can say it. I cannot.
I think I know this dude.
A cheetah? A tiger? No.
Is it an actor?
Panther?
I think this kind of overlaps with what you guys did last week, so we can't just ignore it.
Is he an actor?
What is my handsome?
Yeah, it's a hold on.
She's weird.
There's some chin here. He's handsome. Come on now.
How about me?
He's got a. You're Kiala. You're like really young. So I can only say. I feel a bit dirty being like twice your age and being like, oh, you're sexy, Frank. Feel a little dirty. So I'll just say Kyopta. Here is your daily quiz reminder, listeners. You still have a chance to answer our quiz question. Send those answers into pound 9870 for your chance to win one of our awesome prizes. Earlier in the show, we were talking about the first full-length Korean novel being written by an AI has been published. This is the first full-length Korean novel written by artificial intelligence, or AI, that has been published with the title of The World From Now On. This book was written by an AI author named Biram Pung, and it's under the direction of the novelist and mathematician Kim Tae-yeon. It's a 560-page book that tells the story of 5 people. These include a disabled amateur mathematician, a math professor and entrepreneur, a psychiatrist, an astrophysicist, and a Buddhist monk. They are, of course, drawn to each other in their individual quests to understand the meaning of human existence. Publishing the latest work, Kim has delegated most of the actual writing to Biram Pung, while he picked the storyline, the background, and the characters. The AI writer was fed with approximately 1,000 books, including some of Kim's own books, and preliminary talks are underway with a publisher in Japan about translating the book into Japanese. I'm not sure where you stand on artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen. However, having a book written by one makes me curious to see what it's about. That brings us to today's quiz. The ability of a computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. It's generally shortened to AI. What does AI stand for? Is it A, artificial intelligence, B, artificial insemination, or C, artificial immunity? If you know the answer to that, send us a text right now to pound 9870. Keep in mind a short text will cost you 51, a longer text will cost you 101. Sending in the right answer, you have a chance to win some lovely prizes, which include a gift certificate to Pitgal Women's Hospital and a department store gift voucher sponsored by Metafil Center. Up next is part 3, where you and we answer the question, what are you doing? Let's meet together live on NotTube, channel GFN. Keep it tuned here to GFN 98.7 FM in Gwangju and 93.7 FM in Yeosu. Cracked on Las Yeosu. 안녕. 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 행복하니.
We can't hear you. We can't hear the song, so we're like,
뭐라고?
we can't hear the song.
I can. Throughout history, humans have been curious about the world around them. We are almost always doing, seeing, making, or thinking about something. Our curious nature leads us to ask our friends, family, neighbors, and acquaintances, what are you doing? Join us to find out. In the studio, I'm your host, Kayla Nichols, and welcome now to What Are You Doing? Elvis, what are you doing?
Oh,
Are you dancing? What are you doing?
no, I'm
I
like,
don't know.
welcome.
Oh,
I want to keep my fingers to myself,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen.
No?
If you would
Not
like
that
to
you
see
would
what
like that.
Elvis is doing, tube channel GFN.
Yeah, sure.
You look very laid back today.
Yeah, like it's crazy. The first day of the month, the first day of the semester. Since morning, it was like raining, like whoa, whoa,
Meow.
cats and dogs.
I'm sorry, what was the dog again? One more time?
Whoa, whoa.
and the
Just
cat,
checking. Meow.
really?
The cat at least is more cat-like to me, but I don't know. Boom, boom. It was like truck, rumble, thunder, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's how that's how adults
That's
roll
how
in
we
Kenya.
roll.
That's his own dog. His own dog.
I hear it. Boom, boom. Oh, yes, the dogs are coming. But you did good. It was literally your first day today?
Yeah.
What's with the first day on a Wednesday? I don't get that. I
Well,
would
like
think your first day should be a Monday.
they consider it to be like the first day of the September.
Right.
So that's why it's today, but it actually feels awkward. It doesn't feel like school day.
What if your first day of the month, September 1st, falls on a Sunday? You're going to go to school on a Sunday?
No.
Then it will be
Monday.
Monday.
See, that makes no sense to me. Just put it on a Monday.
Monday next week, right?
Or the week after, the first Monday of the month.
Yeah. So the vacation is semester is actually supposed to start next week.
Actually, this week is just like arranging your classes.
Orientation.
It doesn't matter.
and-
If you find a professor not good for you, just
It doesn't
remove him,
matter.
Stuff like that.
It doesn't matter. You are not good fit for me. I will switch you. 알았어요. I understand that.
Yeah.
Frank, how are you doing? How was your first day?
I'm so excited. It's school again. So I'm so happy.
Of course.
Could you say it one more time with some actual enthusiasm? I'm so excited. It's school again. Oh.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Oh, and I just can't hide it. Sure. 알았어요.
That's good, yeah. It's a good day, and I'm happy to be back. It's been like a full week.
For some reason, I see you in class with this huge grin, even though listeners, you can't see it because he's wearing a mask, and just with like your pen and going, jumbi, 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 jumbi,
Yeah.
jumbi, jumbi, shiitake, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, the race has begun. Like most of my professors don't have something like orientation. We just move on.
That's something about the senior year.
Yeah, that's the being a senior.
That's kind of sad, right? I mean, you're orientating yourself to a new year still.
I don't need an orientation.
I
We
don't
know
need
what
no
to do.
stinking orientation.
We know what it is.
I need an orientation.
I was thinking, Elvis is like, hey, yeah, Frank, some of us might need.
Elvis needs an orientation for each class.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that. I like getting to, as a teacher, I like getting to know my students on the first day. I like getting to know, not just, I don't care what your name is, I don't care what you look like, let's get to work now. I like knowing the students, because when you make that personal connection with your students, they're more willing to work hard for you, you're more willing to work hard for them.
That's true, but sometimes in like maybe in my department, the professors are the same, so we already know each other.
Then it's first day of play.
Exactly.
You have like 365 days to study. Let's play one day.
All right.
알았어요. Listeners, quickly go to NoTube channel GFM because we have a new mask.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous
왜?
because it's my first time being here.
걱정하지 마세요.
Okay.
They bite, I don't bite.
Oh.
We don't bite.
We bite.
Don't believe them.
We bite like rats. You know how rats bite. They bite
Cheek,
softly while
cheek.
glowing.
Annoying.
Just
If all of a sudden you look over and you can't see Elvis, check under the table. Annoying.
I will.
Can you introduce yourself for our listeners?
Yes. Hi everyone. I'm EG. Yes, EG. Nice to meet you all here. An
반갑습니다.
honor. Yes. Thank you.
That's your real name.
EG. Yeah, EG in Korean and EG in English. It's the same. Yes. Just.
I can't believe you just said that.
Don't
That's your
mind
real
him.
name?
Don't mind
He
him.
said it's easy, so I was like, oh. No.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Life is easy.
Yeah.
All right.
We're easy here on What Are You Doing? Listeners, What Are You Doing does meet you in multiple ways. When our voices and music come out on the radio, the show is being live streamed on NodTube. You can check out channel GFN. Please come and join us every Wednesday. Join the discussion. We're here from 11 a.m. to 11:30. And don't forget to click like, subscribe to channel GFN so you don't miss a thing.
매주 수요일 11시부터 12시 GFN이 라디오뿐 아니라 너튜브로도 여러분을 찾아갑니다. What are you doing? 이름하여
뭐하니?
우리가 뭐하는지 궁금하신 분들은 유튜브 검색창에 채널 GFN을 검색하셔서 지금 라이브 스트리밍을 확인하세요.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
제발 like, subscribe.
음.
주세요.
And share.
And share, yeah.
And share. What is it? I think Haruna used to say with your enemies or your frenemies or your friends or your family. Like that's a lot of F's.
Oh my.
Okay, so do you know what we're doing today? 알아요, 몇 우리 해요? Frank knows.
Ooh.
But can we verbalize this? Frank? Do we have a...
I'm really inviting our listeners to join us on YouTube so they
Okay.
can see.
Oh yes. And
Elvis.
no one's
Yeah.
gonna speak.
Yeah.
All right, last week, listeners, we talked about hairstyles. If you missed it, that's okay. We talked about some men's hairstyles, some women's hairstyles,
Yep.
the hairstyles we liked, some hairstyles I thought were a little bit, kind of strange or
Ah,
funny.
yeah.
Elvis showed off his new hairstyle again from like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, still looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Frank still has the same.
It's a new one.
Is it? It's
It's the same new one.
Same new one. Oh,
So
good.
Frank got a haircut, but we
It's a renewal.
refreshed,
It's a
renewed.
Retouched.
And E.T., have you had a haircut recently? Since I'm not sure. Or?
No, not recently, but I dyed my hair.
Ooh,
recently,
I'm
about 2 weeks ago.
jealous.
You dyed your hair black?
Yeah, but my natural hair is brown, like dark brown.
Like a dark brown?
Right.
Mm. I know that a lot of Korean people do like the dark black look as opposed to dark brown. I think
Right.
my in-laws also have the not light brown, because obviously mine is like a light brown, but like they have the darker with like reddish highlights. They like the just like jet black. Did you go to like a 미용실 to do it or
Of course, 미용실.
혼자 안 했어요?
Oh.
집에 안 했잖아?
No. It was
왜?
my first. Actually, it was my first time dyeing the whole hair, so I had to go to 미용실.
네, 맞아요. I am a do-it-yourself kind of girl because I think 시작 12살? I think I started when I was about 12 dyeing my hair. And except for when I come to Korea, I think 한 번? One time I think I've dyed my hair in Korea. But never at a... I went to the 미용실 to dye my hair because when I found my first white hair, I was going to... 누구 하얀색, 누구 나 없어.
어딘가.
I was going to pull it out. I was like 35살, and there was like 한 명, or 한 개, and I was going to pull it out, but 미용실 사람 말했잖아. 그만, 왜냐면 2개 와서, and 2개 싫은데, 그래서 알았어요. And she said, 걱정만 나는 조금, she just said, just a little bit of hair dye on it. 그래요, 알았어요, 해봐. 하지만 했어요, and still 다음에 white, 하얀색 머리 있었어요. She tried to dye one strand of hair and no strand dyed. That white was still there after.
Sorry to hear that.
That was a warrior.
Right? So, but I have been dyeing my hair at home for life. Have you?
I don't.
Have you ever dyed your hair, Frank?
No.
Never, ever,
Never.
not even tried to like give it a highlight or a tip or
Never.
anything?
Wow.
I just try new haircuts if I can. Sometimes when I'm maybe in Rwanda or somewhere else.
Oh.
So, not in Korea, but I don't try dyeing my hair. Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Because your hair is obviously longer, but maybe more delicate to be dyeing.
Really?
I don't know. It looks like it might be more complicated to, like, if you wanted to, like, I'm not sure if you could like frost the tips or if that would just. Have you ever tried to dye?
Not yet.
Never?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But
Oh, I was going to say that
Not
does
yet.
open the possibility. Just be
Exactly.
careful because your hair is so dark. If you strip the color out, to go to 미용실. 혼자 해요. I think you're going to damage your hair.
Really? Then I'll just like shave everything and let it grow fresh.
Well, that would be possible. But how long did it take you to grow your hair to the length it is now? A long time, right?
Very long time.
So just 조심해요.
Okay.
조심.
It's okay. We're good.
Yeah.
Short hair is okay.
I don't think there is a color I have not.
Try.
Oh, teal. I haven't tried teal yet.
Wow.
But every other color from the age of 12, I've had my hair.
Wow.
At one
What
point-
color is teal?
Teal is like a bluey green.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. There's
Like
the umbrella. Yeah.
Like that color.
A little bit.
So
Similar.
I'm trying to imagine Kayla with a pink hair.
Pink, green, blue. At one point, I had black and white. Not a good look.
Like cruel.
Yeah, not a good look for me. Not a good look at all. I'm very pale. Some may say ghost-like. 귀신 Kayla. 예, 맞아요. 그래서 언제 나는 하얀색 머리, like, but like 조금 파란색. But it was not a good look. I just looked like sick. 병원 가고 필요해? 아니야? 괜찮아, 안 아파.
So
So-
I'm looking forward to seeing that picture after the show.
Yeah.
I actually might have a picture, but I'm not gonna share it with you. 우리 비밀.
Uri me.
Yeah.
Uri is us.
우리 피면.
알았어. Today, though, we're going to actually take a look at some differences between hair salons in Korea and those in other countries.
Yeah.
So, EG is actually going to start with the Korean 미용실, the Korean hairstyle or hair shops, right?
Yeah.
All right, what have you got for us?
I've got some services, like
Okay.
complimentary services
All right.
at Korean hair salon. Except for very local old hair salons or barbershops in
Yeah.
Korea, you will usually be continuously offered to have some complimentary beverages and snacks from the moment you walk in.
좋아요.
Yeah, they typically have fresh juice, coffee, green tea, water as options. Some places even order food for you, such as the Korean hot dog, upon your request, and prepare desserts like waffles by themselves. And if it takes more than an hour to do the hair, then you will be entertained by fashion magazines and small talk from the staff. And shampooing is almost always free. And the staff even provides a quick massage starting from your scalp to the shoulders and neck. And
너무나 좋아요.
Yeah, stuff like that.
너무나 좋아. If our listeners go on to our YouTube channel GFN right now, they can see one of my favorite actors and some different hairstyles, as well as some of the services you can get, which include like snacks or food, bread.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The places I go in Korea, they don't have snacks per se, but they'll have like candies.
little
Or,
biscuits.
설탕, cookie,
Mhm.
조금 like coffee stick, the coffee sticks. I've seen a place that had like an espresso machine, but I never had the courage to ask them for money. just cut my hair and I'll go.
Well, if that's the case, I will go to the hair salon every week.
Right?
If they offer, I've never seen a hair salon that offers beverages.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you go to 미용실 though, or just like the
Barber
barber
shop.
shop? Like the pretty much just for men one.
No, it's a miyeongshi
Miyeongshi,
for
right.
men and women.
Okay.
Where the place I go. Right? Yeah.
Do you, okay, so there's one place I go for my son. He loves it there. They have a machine that like it's like a vibrating head massage with these little like sprinkly water things when he gets his hair washed. He gets this like head massage in the hair wash. Do you have that at your 미용실? 있어 없어?
있을 건데 저는
안 했어요?
네.
해봐 진짜. Your 머리 is like 팅글팅글팅글. 아, 시원하다. Especially 여름 시간 너무나 시원하다. And then 피 왔어요. 피 없어. Like your blood doesn't come out, but blood comes to the scalp area, so it's like all tingly, and then you feel more energized.
Circulated.
Yes.
I wish our listeners would see how you were just opening your
My
eyes.
눈,
Yeah, it's
눈
like
큰
he's
살.
feeling it
우.
Your reaction is so good.
너무나 좋아요.
It
Yeah,
seems
but
very nice, right?
But that's good. That kind of 미용실. I would really appreciate going to that kind of 미용실.
Okay. Have you not been, Elvis? 안 갔어?
Never.
Have you got your hair cut in Korea before?
Never.
You do it yourself, right?
Exactly.
혼자 해요.
Yeah.
왜냐면 여기 안 커팅 아니야, 맞아?
맞아요.
그냥
그냥 항상 그냥 옆
shaving
네,
해요.
옆에만이고.
음.
네, 내려.
I imagine it would be easy for you. You've been doing it so long to just trim up the sides,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what I usually just do.
언제 각오 필요해? When do you think that it would get to a point where you say I have to go when you go back to your country because maybe they don't know how to cut your hair here or
Yeah, basically they don't know if you hear Frank's story.
I had to teach them.
As Frank
I
said
had
before last week. Yeah.
I was the specimen. They
Yeah.
learned on me, and now they
Yeah.
do it on me. So
Yeah.
that's good.
you're trailblazing for other people with the same hair type as you do.
Actually, people with the same hair type as I do, they got the same youngshi, and it's okay for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everyone's
thanks
hair is
to him.
very different,
thanks to him,
right?
I'm a good guy. So
Like I have a lot of hair, but it's really thin, like
Yeah.
really thin.
Yeah.
Opposite.
Oh,
I
and
have
my
a lot,
you have a
but
lot,
thick.
but thick. Oh, that's in summertime. 죄송합니다. 정말 죄송합니다. 너무 덥다.
I feel you, yeah.
So back to hair.
Yeah.
So services, right? 미용실 in Korea have lots of services.
Yeah.
I am wondering before we move on, what are the services like in your countries? Let's start with Elvis.
Yeah, well, in Kenya, it totally depends because
Take these off.
it depends on if it's a high-end, low-end barber shop or hair salon.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And that's another difference. Like in Korea, when people just go like, basically nowadays everyone goes to the myeongshil.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But in Kenya, it's barber shop and hair salon. It's very different. But you can find like an establishment that combines both of the services.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And it will be clearly written barber shop and hair salon like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Typically barbershop 근용 남자 여자
Yeah, yeah.
그만해.
여자 갈수 있어요. If you want to mirror.
알았어.
You know, when you get your stress, like, 오늘 다 밀어가요. And you go.
Maybe not smart for.
But some people are really good like that.
They really look good after
That
shaving.
is true. I've seen some girls and some guys who just look fantastic with a bald head. I have a lumpy head. It's not good bald.
Or just hair like mine.
Or no,
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
still not look good. I could try it, Frank, but I think I'd have to have a wig.
Yeah. Well, you have that option.
That's an option.
Yeah.
So women typically would not go to a barbershop, but men would go to a hair salon or a barbershop.
For me, like now, I go to a hair salon. So I'll go to a hair salon, get my hair done, and then I'll go to the barber shop to get the
Shaving.
yeah.
They
yeah.
won't shave it at the hair salon, or like they don't really do
They
that at
don't-
all.
They don't do it at
Okay.
all.
Oh.
Not unless it's a combined establishment.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So for the basic services, I think the massage is the one that you can find in most places because they introduced it as a factor to attract customers. Yeah,
Okay.
especially in barbershops.
Very important.
Yeah, very important.
But is it complimentary or do you
Yeah,
have to
it's
pay?
complimentary.
Oh, okay.
It's complimentary, although of course you pay for it somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, you pay for everything.
Yeah.
Nothing's free in this
Yeah.
world.
That's true, yeah.
Okay.
So actually, as we were talking with Frank about it, like many couples fight because of this, because you'll see like your husband likes going to the massage, to the barber shop every week. Why? Like, they give a good massage. So you, yep.
Okay.
Moving right along from that topic, we're not touching today.
Yep.
Actually, it's good. It's a good thing. Apart, like, different from Kenya, in Rwanda, the hair salons and the barber shop is like in one place.
Yeah.
If you're making like, how can you call like your myeongshir, it must have two parts. One
Okay.
is for shaving and the other one is for like hair salon. So
Oh.
both ladies and gentlemen can just.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And there's a particular place for shampoo and massage. Like, it's a part. That's why some people fight.
Is this massage like just the head and scalp massage? Because the one Myeongshir I go to for my son, it's only the head with this little machine thing the guy holds. It goes zzz and does the head. But my Myeongshir that I go to, she does down the back of the neck and sometimes like the
Shoulders.
tops of the shoulders as well.
Yeah, well, I think it depends. If it's high end,
Mm.
you'll find like they have combined services now. They have like a barber shop, a hair salon, even a massage place.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But for
And
like
nails.
yeah,
And
nail,
nails.
manicure,
They cut
pedicure
nails.
too.
Oh,
Mm.
They cut nails for you, yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Both men and women.
Like in Canada, you wouldn't generally get a massage. You just, it's most places, unless you're going to spend like a lot. You're saying high end, but in Canada, a high end haircut is like $200 or $300 for like some color or maybe some tips or like a deep condition. And then you might get a coffee with your haircut. But there, I mean, from when I went, if you're getting a haircut that's typically, your typical haircut is about $30 to $40. For women's cut, regular. Maybe she will, use her fingers to massage around your scalp a bit when she's washing. But what is the pricing like?
Well, in Kenya, it totally depends. The low end and high end is really divided. So for low end, I think the basic price can vary from around $0.5 to $2
Ooh,
for shaving.
wow
Oh,
then.
for shaving.
$2.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for shaving.
That's VIP.
Right. Yeah, so it's $0.5 to $2 depending on the high end within the low end. Yeah.
It
All right.
depends. It really depends on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
owner of the
Exactly.
the Myeongshir.
Got it.
In Rwanda, it will depend. It will vary from like $0.50
Mm.
to maybe $5.
Okay.
Yeah, but the
Got it.
$5 one is high quality.
Yeah, high quality.
All right, for our listeners on the radio, we have to wrap up and say goodbye. For our listeners on NotTube, we will continue a tiny bit longer. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of Hello Korea for today, but thank you for joining us. Earlier in the show, we asked you about the ability of a computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. We shortened it to AI. We wanted to know what AI stood for. We gave you the choice of A, artificial intelligence, B, artificial insemination, or C, artificial immunity. The answer was A, artificial intelligence. Coming up tomorrow, we'll bring you the latest cultural news and daily quiz. Suli will be in the studio with me for foodie trends in Korea. And lastly, Gogo will here to talk about family life and navigating that road on Juma Talk. Join us 10:05 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Monday to Friday right here on GFN. Stay tuned for live coronavirus updates from TBS Seoul. Have a great day. We will meet you back here tomorrow. The last song for our show for today will be this track by FT Island. It's called Chandong. So what is it in... Was that not right? Chandong? No? Chandong?
Yeah, it is right.
What? So is your pricing and your pricing are roughly the same?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, actually the currency, it depends on the currency.
Yeah, it depends.
Oh, okay.
Same as in Korea, I pay $8
Right,
for
that's
my
about
haircut
right.
in Korea. But if I tell it to somebody in Rwanda, I
Yeah.
pay $0.50.
Oh, that seems really cheap.
And they do really great, like even my beards,
Yeah,
everything. They do it for me.
Wow,
Like,
that's-
it's normal.
I was really shocked because if you go to Canada and you get a haircut, most people will typically expect to pay with wash and dry because those are actually separate. You pay separately in Canada
right.
for wash and dry.
Mhm.
Yeah, separate. It's not included. So I could go in with like dirty hair or I could wash it at home and if it's dry already, they'll just spray it with water, cut it and go. But if you want it shampooed, styled, you're going to look to pay at least for, in an average place, about $40 to $50.
Wow. For just hair?
Yes.
Really?
That's why I never went to the any hair salons in the United States because it was the same
Yes.
thing.
Right. And like that's why I dye my hair at home because if you want to get a color, just one straight, simple color, no fun highlights or anything, you're probably going to pay about $30 to $40 just for the color, not including styling or anything else. If you're going to get highlights, lowlights, like the whole thing, you're probably going to pay about $100 to $200 depending on how difficult it is, how much foil or how much time.
Is there any price difference between like the people who have less hair and a lot of hair?
No.
Oh, there's no
No.
difference. How about the length?
A length,
longer
yes.
hair?
So if you have short hair, you'll probably spend, if you're gonna get highlights in short hair, it's about 100. If you've got like extra long hair, like maybe say down to the mid of your back, I would say probably make 300. It's like ridiculous. When I came to Korea the first time to cut my hair, and she said it cost me $12, and I was like, okay, so that was for like the wash. Okay, so what about the cut? And she's like, $12. I was like, am I mishearing? I'm like, 하나 둘 셋 넷 다섯. You're 12,000, 12,000. I'm like, man is like 10. So I pulled out man and 2,000, and I was like, 12,000? 네, 맞아요. 진짜? 맞아요. 거짓말 하지 마세요. 네, 맞아요. 그래서 왜 생각해 거짓말해요? 왜냐면 like the only place in Canada that you're gonna find a haircut place for like 12,000 is like the kind that can basically buzz your head or do simple bobs, and they'll have like 20 chairs, and most of the people working there are fresh out of school.
Or maybe a family member.
Or family member. Like the mall. My mom used to cut my hair, but like she'd put a bowl on the head and just cut it.
Like up there the line.
엄마 사랑해.
No, but sometimes if you go to Rwanda, there's something like you're doing like dreadlocks or braids
Oh,
for women.
braiding. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
For
That
women,
one
it's
is a
more
big
complicated.
Okay,
Yeah.
how much is that typically?
It depends on
It
salon.
depends. Because like when it comes to women now, the salon, like the variety grows more.
맞아요.
First of all, you can just like have someone who just walks around in the homes. You just like ask them, are you free tomorrow? Okay, come over. They come and do your hair.
Those emo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
괜찮아?
you call her. They are very nice. They are really professionals,
Mhm.
but they don't
have
they
like
don't
a
have, like,
physical shop.
physical shop.
Yeah.
Sure.
You would just do yeah. Let's say on a Sunday morning, you just come early at home.
Oh.
So while you are relaxing, maybe eating,
Watching TV.
she'll be doing your hair, discussing maybe 5 hours,
That seems
5-6 hours.
5 hours.
Oh my god, to braid your hair.
Yeah.
That
it's
makes sense,
strong.
but also, oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
But that's good. Like they're enjoying that at home, talking,
Yeah.
watching
It seems
TV.
very comfortable, but
Yeah.
5 hours.
Yeah,
Oh my.
it's crazy.
Of course, there are breaks.
Well, yeah,
They're
but
braids.
still 5. I mean, I get it because I've
Yeah.
seen braided hair. It's a lot. They're small. They're all
Right.
even and
Yeah.
perfect. And my hands hurt just thinking about that. 손 아파요.
It's a professional job.
How much would it cost?
For that, well, I think from the simple line braids, they can be around $1 for kids,
Wow.
right?
For kids.
Yeah.
For kids.
For full grown up women, maybe from $5 to around
Yeah.
$20-$30.
Wow.
But these days, people prefer like luxurious stuff
Yeah.
these days. So
Yeah.
they want to go to this high-class
yeah,
membership,
yeah.
which costs like 50.
Up to 50.
At the $50 just for braiding.
Right. We had a message come in saying a men's cut in Canada is like $10 or less.
Oh.
But they don't, generally speaking, typical men's hair don't get like crazy styles. Like some of the Korean men's hairstyles, like from Park Pogum that we put up earlier, most guys won't get that kind. It's literally like a simple,
Right.
clean size or faded into, with a slightly longer on top. But again, the more complicated your style, I think the longer or the more expensive it is, right?
Exactly.
Well, that's quite the disparity. I think the cheapest place is definitely going to be in your countries.
Yeah.
Kenya and
Welcome.
Rwanda.
You just take a flight to go to.
Yeah, all you gotta do is take a flight that'll cost you a couple $1,000
Yeah.
and go get your hair cut for 50 cents.
Maybe
Okay.
you travel. Maybe you travel to us.
Or I may just walk to my local Myeongshu and enjoy my head massage and my neck massage.
Yeah, but the massage part is very important.
Yeah, that's true.
Some salons we don't have, their prices
Yeah.
where you pay like 2 cents.
Oh.
Just if I convert it in Korean won, it'd be like 300 won. That one is just shaving your hair. But
Right.
if you pay like Yupegon,
Yeah.
if I convert to Korean one, they will even add like that shampoo. The shampoo is actually free. It's included in everything.
Right.
So it depends. It always depends on the place.
맞아. 여러분 죄송합니다. 하지만 시간이 없어요.
아이고.
We have to go now, but join us next week. We have more exciting things we want to talk about. And 안녕 여러분. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Enjoy September.